Good evening and welcome back to tonight's Don't Make This Weird. We do not have a special guest this week.
We don't, but we've decided we're going to stop doing that. Getting rid of guests altogether.
All together, it's just us now.
Just kidding. That's not
No,
happening.
we're just kidding.
But once a month, I think we're gonna.
I was going to
Just
say,
have- just
I
be
didn't
us.
get that memo.
No,
Yeah,
I know you didn't. I just made it up on the fly.
maybe our invisible emails aren't working.
Is that what that
That
is?
could be.
They've
Son
been
of a
deleted.
bitch. Well, my email doesn't work anyway, so
What?
yeah, I should totally get a hold of tech support.
Tech support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all just look at them, leer at them.
So it's just us hanging out in the studio tonight, and that's all right. We're pretty funny, I think.
Yeah.
We do pretty good for ourselves.
I'm just glad we have Chris because it's not the same without him.
Oh, man.
It's
That
not,
was a
man.
don't miss another fucking episode. That's all, yeah, Heather's giving me the fucking knife.
Oh, I'm on camera still. Shit.
Now it's premeditated.
Right?
It was just I had an itch. Like,
I saw
you know.
what you did.
Oh, you are glad that you're
I
back
know
and
what
hanging
you
out.
did last Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
She said she loved me, man. I mean, shit. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Fuck.
That's right.
Wait, what?
She and gay, what?
Did you just switch out? Like,
What?
Are
No.
you different now? Are you a lady under there?
Well, I am a lesbian trapped in a man's body. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that
All right, all
explains
right.
the fish.
Uh-huh.
Well, don't you love my haircut? I mean, come on. Hi,
love-
my name's Alice. I smoke 20 cartons of cigarettes a day, and I run my own security firm.
I was gonna say truck stop
Oh.
waitress. but,
That's what happens. You get off camera because of that.
yeah, damn. We got
What the hell
fired.
is going on here? There it is.
There
It came
it
back
is.
on.
I am tech support now. Apparently, I got it. Don't
It did
worry,
that
guys.
last week too. It was the weirdest thing.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't here.
That's all right. We still like these cameras. Thanks, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to Jeremy. and
Shout
the
out.
Yeah.
Camera stuff.
we got to talk about that tonight.
Yes,
Go ahead.
We have so much shit to talk about. Well, first we got to get to
We do.
how was your week?
Oh, how was your week?
That's right.
All right. So week was pretty good. Yeah. Did a lot more of organizing and getting rid of stuff. This whole minimalism thing.
Are you downsizing? Is that what you're doing?
I am downsizing. First, I had to downsize with all the clothes that don't fit me anymore. I was like, nope. 8 bags of clothes.
Damn.
Yeah. They were donated to me, though, too. So I just kind of turned around and donated them
Sure.
back. I'm like, here you go. All right. So, and I went to Goodwill, and then I went to, like, Revive in Cass City because they charge, like, $1 a shirt. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
Nice.
And I got more I'm going to take over to the share shop in Mayville, too. So, and other stuff, like, just movies, extra books that I'm not going to read anymore, just stuff like that. I feel like too much stuff gets accumulated, and I feel like it's chaotic. So I started to downsize.
Well, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool.
That's
I
pretty
can't.
much.
My last divorce was real rough on me. I downsize and I'd be like a backpack.
I ended up getting a lot of this stuff. Plus, I've inherited things, and I'm just like, why am I holding on to this stuff? Like, it's just, you
Yeah.
just look at everything, and it's like, wow, it's taking over my house, and I'm not going to be on an episode of Hoarders. So.
I was really looking forward to every time I roll up to your place and blasting Sanford and Son.
do, 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 now. Yeah.
That's my
But
jam,
I think though I think that's the direction I'm going to go in for life coaching is to help people with that too.
Declutter.
Yeah, decluttering. I think that might be something that I'm going to go towards.
How's that coming along?
It's coming along pretty good.
Cool.
Mhm. Yep, still listening to the classes and getting more done, but it's just trying to fit everything in. At work for some reason I can't listen to them without them skipping, so I still have to download them. Which is another thing I have to do is declutter my phone because there's no room for anything. so I got to work on that too. But it's it's pretty cool doing that whole thing and kind of it's like feels less chaotic.
Yeah.
I don't know with that, but I think that's the direction I'm going to go with the life coaching is help people with that kind of thing because my mom went through it for a little while. Like after I had moved out, she decided that nobody was coming over to the house, like my friends and stuff weren't coming over to the house, so she didn't have to worry so much about it being spotless and everything.
Yeah.
And she started just buying a whole bunch of stuff. She'd go to like garage sales or whatever, and she started buying so much stuff that it ended up being to where you could only walk through like a little path
Damn.
to get
Wow.
through like the kitchen and stuff. And my mom was never like that, ever like that. So, and I feel bad because at one point I was like, oh, if something ever happens, I'm just lighting a match, and and I felt like an a-hole because her oven or her
Let's
stove.
burn this bitch down.
No, listen though, her stove the coupler ended up catching fire. And I was like, I swear to God, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. But, but after that, I started helping her kind of go through stuff. And I'd be like, Mom, why do you need 20 little picture frames like this? And, and it was hard at first because she was just like, yeah, no, I don't want to get rid of stuff. Like, I'm going to use that for this. I'm like, when? When exactly?
Yeah.
So, I kind of have experience with it from before with her. And we got through it. And then her house was... Then after that, though, when I went back to go clean up the house after everything, she had stuff everywhere. Like, she had stuff hidden that you didn't even know was clutter. You were there.
I was there helping you clean it.
Hoarders are scary shit.
Yeah, it is. It's a very...
I can't watch it no more.
Yeah, it's very... But it wasn't like the dirty, it wasn't like just food and
Cat shit
trash and stuff like that. It was just... stuff
Yeah.
that she bought from garage sales or Family Dollar or whatever that she was just kind of loading up on. It wasn't, food or anything moldy like that or anything. So.
Yeah.
But I feel for people like that because it gets out of control and then you don't know what do I do. So I don't want to go there. So I started just going, yeah, I'm getting out of this stuff. I don't want to do it no more. I'm done. So.
Yeah, I don't want to end up on hoarders.
No,
Yeah,
no, it's not okay.
But I mean, so that's pretty much. I've been working on that and just figuring out everything else and working at Bronner's. So that's my week.
You're a stripper.
We went to Mitch Gill's Get a Room Comedy Club.
We're going to talk about that later.
We'll get to that. But so how was your week then?
My week, insanity as usual. The cool part about it is I actually had my 3-month checkup at my doctor's office, and I'm pleased to report I'm down to 196.
Go, little buddy.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
And I, shout out to my doc. She's like the shit. And I
Our
think she was
doctor.
flirting with me.
I hope she's listening
This is
so she
recorded on
hears
live
this.
on air.
Yeah, totally. Because for the simple fact.
If not, I go to see her soon and I'm going to stop in and be like, Tony
Do it.
thinks you were flirting.
Do it. Because, she was just like, look at you. You look incredible. And I'm like, thank you.
I don't mean to burst your bubble, but she's my doctor too, and she said that to me last time. So
Maybe she's hot for you too.
she could be.
I mean,
That she did not say.
You gotta get a new dentist.
True.
It was a
Very
bit
true.
awkward when she said cough and both of her hands were on my hips. So I'm just saying.
It's all in the
she
Lucky you, she's cute too, though.
I know. I have a hot doctor. I'm not afraid to say that. Because, And she's all talking about her husband. She's like, look, Tubby, get out and run 5 miles instead of walk 20. Yeah, but, I'm like,
every
awkward.
visit.
Duh. Turn your head and cough.
His insurance company won't even pay for any more.
She'd be wiping
physicals.
off her face.
I got to
like,
pay for that shit out of pocket, man. And I'm not talking the middle one.
Gross. She's a cool doctor, though.
No, she's awesome. And I hope we get her on the podcast because every time I go in there, I'm like, Doc, can we get you on the podcast? Because you're.
Oh, I forgot about that. And then when I go in, she's like, Tony was talking about the podcast and about coming on. I'm like, oh, yeah, sure, come hang out. She's just cool. She's a cool lady.
I don't think there's any sound coming out of that one.
No.
Oh.
Losing.
You still have me muted. Oh, there we go.
There we
Granted,
go.
I can't hear myself.
But no, I have the coolest fucking doctor. Shout out to, Dr. Kim. She's awesome.
She's awesome.
And I've been busy running appointments, been helping Becky out, which is so funny because we get into this elevator to go up to the 2nd floor, right? And every time I back the wheelchair into the elevator,
Yeah.
well, there's literally that much space between the wheelchair and the back wall of the elevator. And I'm like, skinny thoughts. And Becky's all front titties, back titties, front titties.
Oh, my
back
God.
and I'm going,
That's funny.
you just like touching my boobs, don't you?
She's like, yeah,
Which-
I do.
On a
Did she,
side note,
but did she say
What?
cough?
no, actually, it was weird. She
I
said
don't think
something
she's
about.
hot for you then.
Boring.
Loser.
Well, no, she said something about, hey, does this smell like chloroform? And I don't remember anything after that.
Did you get a safety pop at least?
I don't know. I blacked out.
Wrong end.
But I do have to say, Becky's stand-in doctor. Yeah, you're a court low.
Oh my
Her
God.
stand-in doctor for her wound care looks like fucking Mr. Bean. And when I pointed it out to the rest of the nurses in the room, they lost their shit. And when he walked back into the room, they started busting out laughing. They're like, holy shit. Because
Just got this guy bullied.
Yep, he
No.
tased at work.
It's hilarious because I was waiting for him to go.
I'm waiting
Some
for him to do
dumbass
the
Mr.
Mr.
Bean
Bean
face.
thing.
You're right, exactly.
Fucking stupid face.
With a fucking turkey on his head, you know? It's like
Oh,
it's
fuck.
it's a cross between that like Cosby rapey face, like oh, you got the pudding pop, you'll see.
Oh my God.
To that, what the fuck, you know?
But more silent.
Yes, exactly.
And
I'd like to
less
say I'm glad we have
rapey.
cameras now.
So I'm
This is
pissing myself.
forever in fucking history.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pissing myself
hold on, do
laughing
that
that
face
her
again.
doctor looks like Mr. Bean. And the one black nurse, she was cracking up laughing. She's like, "Oh my God, he does!" And it's gonna be stuck in my head all day now that you pointed it out. So she comes back in after Becky's all discharged, laughing her asses off, because he comes walking up to say goodbye to Becky, and she's like, "Mr. Bean."
Oh my
It was
God.
hilarious.
Hilarious.
That's funny.
So yeah, and I'm pleased to report, I crashed fucking hard last night.
About time.
It was
Good
like,
God,
I don't
man.
know, 9:30, and I'm like, I should probably get ready for bed. Fell asleep, my clothes on and everything.
Light on still?
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
famous for that shit.
Yep. I
Be
fucking
like,
woke up at like, I don't know, 10, 11 today, and I've got like a shit ton of inbox messages going, dude, are you alive?
well, usually, like, you're the first one up, ever. Well, I am now because of work.
Well,
but-
that's because I'm up at 5 a.m. doing fat kid yoga. So,
and it's working, though.
yeah,
It's helping.
obviously. I went down 4 jean sizes.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, fuck yeah. There's hope for me getting laid yet.
Oh, my God.
You
Get
got up
outta
at
here.
11:48.
Get lady. You,
You
got
got
a
up-
different girlfriend every week.
I mean, it's a thing. We all know my personality sucks, so I got to work on the whole physical
No.
thing.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
But anyways, enough about me. How's your week been, brother?
Oh, I did that.
Called out.
Totally.
Well, I worked last weekend and I didn't get much. I've just been really busy. Normal, working. But I got this weekend off.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know.
Yeah, this weekend.
Hey, you should totally come down to the man cave because
Whoa,
we're
whoa,
getting...
whoa. We're doing filming.
All right, whatever.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. But you should, though. That'd be fun, too.
Denise gets to pick.
All right.
I don't blame her.
All I'm saying is 17-foot projection screen, 4K high def. Yummy.
Oh, my God.
I've always wanted to be in a movie, though.
Yeah.
Because then
I
I
wish
could
I
make an
could have a screenshot
IMDb
of that.
page and actually.
Right.
You get credit on there. I've
Yeah.
seen all the other actors and actresses that are on there.
That would be fucking really cool. It is. I think
And it's
I'd
in
have fun doing
Saginaw.
it. I think I'm going to do it.
Do it.
Saginaw.
I think I'm going to
Do it.
I really want to do
I think
Do
you
it.
do awesome at it, Chris.
it. I'd have to figure out stuff. What time is it at?
Just depends. I mean, they're starting, like, I got to be there by 10 o'clock because they're doing 2 different ones. Yeah, he asked on the thing if you're coming, so I was just waiting to know because he's like, "Who's all coming?" So because I want to make my word,
Well, I got to
because
get her to Attica to Lapeer, and then I'd have to come back and then go back and get you.
well, they're gonna be filming for quite a while,
'Cause
but
we're down a
I can
car.
let you know. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. See?
Something, yeah, we'll figure it out. I think I'm going to commit to that. I am.
Alright.
Make it happen,
I am
Captain.
now
That'd be
committing to
fun.
that.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Perfect.
2/3 of the Don't Make This Weird crew.
Yeah. 2/3 of that don't make this
That's
weird.
right.
Two.
In my
2/4.
opinion, the better 2/3. So.
And then I did brakes today.
What?
I've needed brakes for 3 weeks.
That's
On my
unsettling.
car. We finally got that done today.
I'm glad to hear
Nice.
that. 'cause
It was
that's
awful.
scary. Yeah.
It really sucked.
Yeah.
Are you like Fred
fucking hate
Flintstoning it
cars.
out the door or what?
Dude, car repair is fucking such bullshit.
Oh yeah,
Banged my hands, fucked up my shoulder a little bit,
Yeah.
crashed my fucking wrist,
couple of knuckle
broke 2
busters.
bolts.
Mm-mm.
Oh Jesus, man!
I'm breaking bolts. I'm like,
Wow.
the first ones were like really crazy, so I go along the other side of the tire in a car, and I'm like, fuck this, and I had better leverage because it was on my good side.
Yeah.
I put my foot in the fucking wheel well, and I was like, I'm like, wow, that came off really easy. Give me the next one.
Yeah.
And I go to look at it, and I went to, I'm like, wait a second. Oh, fuck.
Oh man.
But it broke on the left side of the caliper, so when we took it out, we pulled it apart, and everything came apart. It wasn't threaded.
Really?
It's like
Wow.
those guide pins.
Oh yeah.
The back of caliper goes into. That's what I fucked up. But it was a snap right at the base.
Really?
I went
Yeah.
and bought 2 of them. They were fucking $3 a piece or something.
Holy shit!
Easy peasy. So
Say you're upside down.
my
There
car
we go.
stops.
That's
That's
good.
good.
That's very good.
It's not just prayers and
I was gonna say
faith.
you're lucky because you got the long legs and you're taller.
Like, do the
Me,
Fred
when my
Flintstones.
brakes when my brakes went out, I'm like off the seat, just like, okay, something's gonna give. You know?
Yeah.
Stop!
Please stop. Both feet. Fuck.
So yes,
Cool.
it does stop
That's good.
on a dime.
That's very good.
Nice,
And I'm broke, so to pick it up for me too.
sweet. There
All
you go.
right.
That's some badass brake job,
Some
brother.
good plan in there.
Great job. Finkelstein Automotive.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Finkelstein Automotive.
Right next to
Is this where
Jerk
Is this
Ferguson's.
where Fisha would come in?
That's where she comes in with the
Moisha.
slogan, your car will stop on a dime and pick it up for you. That's the company slogan.
Yeah.
Shit, that was good.
Where's that snowflake meltdown list?
On my laptop that I don't have.
Oh
Got
god.
a couple things in chat.
Oh no shit already.
Yeah.
Damn. Cool.
So Jeremy Scott Gibbs is joining us as sup peeps and welcome.
What's up, brother?
What up,
And
yo?
then Candy says hello guys. Jeff
Hola.
Graham says hi all.
El Jefe.
Kenna's joining us. She says hi guys. And Candy said so proud of you, Heather. I think that was about the bag thing because she's been like pushing me to do this downsize thing and supporting. I shouldn't say pushing. Adam says coming in great guys. Candy says awesome Tony. Jeremy says, oh yeah, baby, big screen. And he also says, Nate, switch cameras before you start moving it. He's going to make him kick a baby. He didn't say that, but I put that in there for you, Jeremy. I got you, man. And my dad's joining. He says, hi, guys. How's everything going tonight? Hey, Dad.
What's up, pops?
Going good. We're all here. all
It gave an
hanging out.
interesting angle, though, didn't it?
I mean, it was definitely interesting. We got to work on that. It's
I'm
all right.
pretty sure the audience does not want to see Chris's bulge. Just throwing that out there.
Whoa,
It'll
whoa,
work.
whoa.
Maybe the in-studio audience, but
I just
No.
got
One.
I
told.
literally hit a girlfriend trying to pick him up because he had such a large moose knuckle.
Oh my god.
it's a moose knuckle.
And she fucking called it a moose knuckle.
Oh,
I'm like,
my.
Get a
And
little
then-
too close to my man here. Let me just get in between his legs and push you right out.
Oh,
And then her little
wow.
Mexican friend's like trying to lure me off into fucking woods and shit.
Good Lord.
I am not safe with that one.
Don't ever fall for the does this smell like chloroform?
And then I went to the concert with her, and one of her, like in Bay City, and she's like, "Oh my God, that's my friend from Lapeer." And she runs up and she's like, "Hi, blah blah blah." They hug and all this, and like, "Nice meeting you." We're walking away, and I get the fucking grab my hand.
Whoa.
the fuck?
Like, what in the fuck?
Right?
She's
Just testing
laughing
it out
over here
for you,
though.
Denise. Just test driving it. Make sure it's good for you. You're safe.
The brakes work.
He's firm and got a hell of a bulge.
Wow.
Do the brakes work?
Of
though?
like fucking produce.
Does the horn blow?
Oh God.
They're all wanting to know why I sold my house and moved to Bay City. What's that all about anyways? I gotta check it out.
Because
I
Chris is
figured
a
it
great
out.
plumber, right?
Right.
What you doing, snake in the toilet? Shut the fuck up.
God.
Again, third time today. Gotta lay off them fucking burgers.
Mm-mm. Oh. Oh man. Well, at this point, I guess it's good to say that. Kind of said, "Love you guys. Glad your weeks were good."
Hope it wasn't the pinnacle of the show.
I
No.
mean, you know,
No, I don't think so.
we had a premature peaking.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But yes, I got to totally Cosby'd every time I'm with them.
All I have to say to her friends is if they try the chloroform thing, they all better be in a group to try to pull you off or wherever
The
you're
one
going.
fucking carries around like a cooler with wheels full of Jello shots.
Thanks, nap time.
Oh God.
It says "dude bait" right on the side. Like, bad hand painting.
Dude bait.
Oh, that's
What
awesome.
the fuck?
Oh, that's funny. Oh.
Doesn't even try to hide it.
Woman that knows what she wants, whether they're intoxicated or not. She's got this.
Husband's a truck driver, gone fucking 20 days a month.
Oh God.
And she's got the dude bait.
the dude bait.
She'd go right in between us, I'm sure.
Crawl right in between.
Dude, that's right up there with lounge pants.
It is.
Dude bait. Dude bait.
Dude bait, lounge pants.
Now put the two of them together.
Damn it, we got to get a hold of Roxanne and tell her to make 2 shirts, lounge pants and dude bait.
Dude bait.
I'd wear that sweatshirt all the time.
Wait, lounge pants or dude bait?
Lounge pants or dude
Can't wear
bait?
dude bait.
Either
Dude bait.
one.
And then we'll take and
man.
drop you off at a rust area.
It'd be a lot lizard.
We will never see you
We'll
again.
put a sign on it that says 40 cents a pound.
Oh.
That gives new meaning to human trafficking.
Put a red slash through it and have it 29 underneath it.
Free bag of minute rice.
On sale. All products.
Sorry about your
must
misfortune.
We broke the Asian.
go. He's not 18? $1.89 a pound.
Oh, God.
Price just went up.
Inflation's a bitch.
Oh, God. Oh, and your mom lets you hang out with us. She's been warned.
Holy
she knows.
shit.
She knows.
My mother's not here.
She's going to listen. She's
Oh,
She's probably listening.
probably.
Good. It's fun.
She's got tears coming down because she's laughing so hard. It's not about crying. She's just laughing.
$1.89 a
Sell
pound.
my son, is he? No, we're not going to sell Nate.
They're not selling him. Yeah, we need him. We do. Oh my gosh.
Where were we going anyway? I don't remember.
How was your
On a
week?
tan- no, he talked about his week. We,
It was
we
good.
went to chat.
Okay,
and,
that's right.
Yeah,
All right,
we got
so-
I
there.
fixed my brakes and it
Get
sucked.
that.
That's
That's
right.
where
That's
we-
what it was.
That's where we were.
I think that's where I
And
left.
got
Wow,
to
that
the, got to
derailed
the
quick.
chat.
Yeah, I don't
Got
know
some
what
stuff
happened
going on. We got to talk about Mitch's Mitch Gill's Get a Room Comedy Club.
Good God. He broke me. Holy shit.
Oh,
I don't
Chris
even know
broke
how I can do
yours.
my job after that.
1 minute at a time.
I can normally do this in my sleep, but I can't do it now.
Well, I'll
I'm
say one
leaving it
thing.
here.
It felt like fall on the way up here
It
tonight.
did,
I
yeah.
really had a fall feeling, and I'm really getting geeked for the Halloween season. It's my
Yeah.
favorite.
I love Halloween. You guys decorate?
Yeah, we're gonna this year. Denise got a head start on it. It looks cute. She got some indoor stuff done,
Cool.
but I think I'd like to invest a couple bucks on some outdoor stuff and a
Cool.
little thing out there. Kind of fun. I was going to go trick or treating with Elaine. I thought it was gonna be her last year,
Yeah.
but I don't know. She sounded like she doesn't want to go pal around with her dad by herself.
Yeah, my daughter's 15 and she's like, "See you later, Dad. I'm out." I'm like, "The fuck? I thought that was supposed to be like 17 or something, you know?"
Right,
Man.
right in the kidneys.
I'm
Okay.
telling you, man.
Yeah.
So I'd like to sit home and hand out candy, but I live in that dead end street,
Yeah.
and I don't think we get very many trick or treaters. So I don't
Yeah.
want to go all out.
You should totally do like those laser shows that they do for the Christmas time stuff. Only make it Halloween.
Yeah.
Did you see the one with Marilyn Manson doing?
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fucking
Yep.
This
Yeah,
Is
that was
This is
cool
Halloween?
as
Halloween.
shit.
That's
I
cool.
want that, but I looked into those kits.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
looked into-
imagine.
Do you know how much that costs to
No.
do?
No.
Like one of those things
Yeah.
is like $750,
Oh.
What?
and you need like 15 of them things or something.
Holy
like
shit.
that.
Holy
Those things are
man.
like 10. They got one where it does the three pumpkins and it does something else, and you have to start one, and then you have to play the track, and then you have to add in the second one and add
Oh,
in the
yeah.
third one. You got to do it all by hand.
What?
Yeah, and it's like $12,000
Holy
for the package.
shit.
I looked at them. I found them
Wow.
online. I've seen
Wow.
that This Is Halloween with the
Yeah.
Marilyn
Yeah,
Manson
yeah.
version, and
That
it was
one's cool.
fucking cool.
Very cool.
I'm like, I want that. There was a link, and I started following around, reading reviews, and I was like,
Oh, not
yeah, I
so
thought that was a
much.
pretty nice fucking house he lived in. Didn't know he had 12 grand for Halloween decoration.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Annual income of McDonald's.
Wow. So speaking of Halloween, we've got some really cool stuff coming up.
We do. Yeah.
The Pumpkin Festival is coming up. That's going to
Got
be
that
all
coming up.
weekend from what, the 4th through the 7th, I think it is.
I believe you are correct. Yes.
And the 6th is
The 5th.
the 5th.
The 5th is the Swashbucklers Bash, and I do have that pulled up because I'm prepared
Alrighty
this
then.
time. Watch it because it's going to take slow. That is the Swashbucklers Bash 2. So this is their second run, and it's going to be on 2285 West Wells Road in Cairo. And it is going to start at 11 a.m. That's when the gates open, and it will go until 2 a.m. There's going to be different vendors. The tickets are $10 at the door, $15 for couples. It's an 18 and up show. Camping spots available on a first come, first served basis, and you must bring a tent. Also, there is going to be food by Tamale Rose, and I guess the Bubble Bee Tea is going to be there now. And sound's going to be provided by Steven Jacobs, Lil Steve, Lil Justice, Lil. And sponsors are Studio 42, Tattoo, Moonlight Studios, Strange Friends Media, SFM, Survivor Girl Podcast, Mitch's Fake Radio, Rocks100.com, and Don't Make This Weird. There's a link on the page for the event where you can go and get your tickets, and music is going to be from Arsenic Tea Party, Dead in Five, Abstract Aura, All Day Monday, Tightly Wound, Super Horn Dog, Rated R, Decayed Grace, Scott Green, Hand Jobs for the Homeless, Second
I love
Salem,
that name.
Jimmy Thunder, Jake Yasovich with a ukulele singing show tunes. Okay.
Nice.
So that's going to be there too. And like I said, there's going to be different vendors, and Highly Offensive Hoodies are going to be joining us at our booth. So they joined us at Mitch Gill's Get a Room Comedy Club, and they sold some of their offensive T-shirts
People love
and
those
hoodies.
things
They did.
there.
They really liked it a lot. So if you guys got to check them out too. But go to the Facebook page for the Swashbucklers Bash. It's going to Bash 2. It's going to be October 5th, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be there hanging out, and we hope to see you guys there too.
Speaking of other events that are coming up, we have Hail Your Highness, our pals, Hail Your Highness.
I love Hail Your Highness.
They are doing a show at the Shakespeare's lower level at 241 East Kalamazoo Avenue in Kalamazoo.
Okay.
There also is Fox Follow, You and Them, Anna Faye, and Anti-Ghost is going to be there. It's an awesome event. I shared the shit out of it because
Awesome.
I love Hail Your Highness.
They were awesome. We had them at our Rock the Halls in Frankenmuth when we did a show, and they were awesome. That and American Arson, and yeah.
I'm sharing it on the page right now. So.
Yeah. So they're a really good band. It's two chicks, duo. That's all it is, and they're a lot of fun. They're really good energy, and their music's great. So if you guys get a chance, check them out. They're on YouTube also.
What's the name?
Hail Your Highness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool band, and the other one too, American Arson, is really good too.
Yeah, those
They're
guys.
very
just,
good.
I-
So pairing them together was really good.
We got the Hell's Half Mile in Bay City this
Oh,
weekend.
that's
Mitch is
right.
going to that all
This
weekend.
weekend.
Where's he-
Okay.
when's
Yeah.
he going?
He's doing like a bunch of the bands and stuff. He's got like a VIP pass or something confusing like that. And he was talking about it.
We were thinking about going tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's a really cool event. I've been there a couple of years, and I mean, I haven't been
I've
there
been
in
there.
a couple of years, but they've got some cool stuff like indie films.
I
all
love the
kinds of stuff.
fucking horror indie films. Are the best.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Love them.
One of our friends is actually going to be filming one of those. Leon's going to be working on one, so there's going to be more acting available.
I want every opportunity.
Yeah.
I think this is going to
Yeah.
be really fun.
It's going to be a lot.
And I've
of
always
fun.
wanted my own IMDb.
You're going to?
I go on there, I
Nice.
search my name, and nothing comes up.
No, nothing.
Bullshit.
Now there will be.
That's right.
And they also do, for this one, they do like a big premiere too. So
Oh,
that'll be
fun.
fun.
Yeah,
Like
it's
they do the
pretty
red
sweet.
carpet. They do,
Oh,
yeah, it's a lot
wow.
of fun.
Bow bow.
So
Super
very
fun.
I might
cool
want a shot
stuff.
in that one.
Very
I'm
cool.
gonna get my nails did.
There you go. They're gonna be filming for up until the springtime, so there's gonna be a lot more opportunities too. But if you
Good.
go this Saturday, they'll get you started out, and then I don't know, they've got all kinds of different characters, so
How fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
Speaking of getting the nails did, I got to give
Yeah.
a shout out to little Emily.
Yeah.
Love her to pieces,
Yeah.
and she groomed me
Oh,
and did the trim. So
there you go.
I was like,
Nice.
make me look better. She's like, well,
How much time do you have?
Gonna need a chainsaw.
little spackle and paint will be good.
Bondo.
Right,
you
Bondo. Rough out some of the edges. But no, it was funny though, because She was like, well, what do you want? I said, I don't know. Don't make me look homeless. And she's like, all right, I got you.
Oh man.
So yeah, she totally, you guys can see that. She got rid of the billy goat thing. And
Right.
Yeah, looks good. She did a
10
good
years
job.
Younger.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I still got the 4 chins and
People
shit like
might
that,
still ask me if you're my dad when we hang
but
out.
shut the fuck up.
Badass.
That happens.
It totally did. She's like, is this your
Is
dad?
this your dad?
Like,
That's
she's
so funny.
like 2 years younger than me. Fuck off.
Fucking great.
It was awesome. I was laughing so hard. I was just like, Dad. That's
Yeah.
great.
I'm not okay with
Oh.
He is your fashion.
that. Fashion, can
This
you
just
please-
in. Pumpkin Fest is from the 3rd to the 6th.
Ah,
You
third.
can
to the
thank
sixth,
Pepper
eh?
for that. She sent it over.
Thank you, Pepper. She's been fucking killing it this week. I don't
Getting
know.
something else, I feel.
She got Jeremy's article for the newsletter.
I heard.
She's unbutchered mine.
I didn't hear that, but I knew she was going to do that. I imagined.
So
Oh. Wow, you're a dick.
and she said
can't even
hit
put
me.
it
So I
together?
did. I'm like,
Oh, did you do that? Did he like voice message you at all?
no.
Oh,
No.
okay. All right. That's a little bit better. Yeah, for the newsletter that we're doing for Survivor Girl. You got your own little article there.
Yep.
I feel like I'm... Oh, yeah, it wasn't
I totally
me.
phoned it in. I phoned it in.
We also have Corky's Dream coming up too, and that's October 8th. I'm gonna need your help after this. I got the email in, but I can't open it up for some reason. So not tech savvy. So if you can help me with that, I can start posting it to get that stuff going.
Tech support.
Tech support. And I'm gonna be making 20 cheesecakes for the event, and they're gonna be auctioned off at this event at different tables. So if you see one that you like and you'd rather have than the one that's at your table, you can bid on that one and get it. So there's going to be all kinds of different flavors of cheesecakes. There's going to be other things there. They're going to be raising money for Corky's Dream, which is going to be a women's shelter and an animal shelter built by each other. So we're looking forward to that too. And as soon as I got the information, more of the information, I will share it with everybody because we want as much support as possible because I think that's a great cause.
Sure.
To be able
Yeah,
to.
absolutely.
When women and children come in, they can bring their pet with them so they don't have to leave their pet behind. So I really want to see this happen. So we're supporting. I'm going to be talking there. 3OF is going to be playing.
Yes.
So lots of cool stuff going to be happening. And I think there's auctions and different things that are going to be there too. But I'll have to confirm that when I see the email.
I cannot
flyer.
confirm or deny.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to that too.
So we have to talk about Mitch's
Get a ring.
episode 1,
Oh, episode.
season 5.
Yeah. Episode.
Yeah, episode 1.
His show.
Show 1, episode or season 5.
Right.
His headliner fucking rocked. Keith Ruff.
He was hilarious.
Oh my god! And
He
Mitch
was
killed it.
Yeah, he did too. He was hilarious too. I thought it was hilarious that he cut out the round part of this leather coat to put on the stool that he brought up on stage. And then he's standing there with the coat on with his butt sticking out of it. It was just funny. There's
I was
pictures.
there at his house when he was doing that.
Were you?
Yeah, he's
That's
like, "Give me
funny.
that seam puller," and I'm like,
He's
"What the
funny.
fuck?"
He's funny. I don't ever want to see him not do shows. Like
Right.
I'm so happy that he does these shows.
Hey, we actually have it on
Yeah, I see that.
the display there.
That's
now.
for Mitch's Fake Radio.
Yeah, Mitch's
All the
Fake
next
Radio.
shows, you guys can see that up on the screen. Thank you, Nate, for doing that and spelling everything right.
What the-
Episode
no,
is
I didn't
correct.
spell
October
everything
3rd.
right.
What did you
What
miss?
the fuck is up with the A in the middle at the end of Mitch?
I don't know.
Man, okay, so he didn't. I
Fix
didn't
it.
catch it. So anyway, Mitch's Fake Radio. Yeah, that's an S.
No, before the
Uh,
S. Is that an
Yeah.
H or an A?
30th.
Ooh,
No.
Jeremy.
On
H.
Mitch. The
Oh.
last letter.
It's an S.
Jeremy, tell me more about this
H.
on there so we can kind of add it out there. I haven't seen the flyer yet. I can't get into my email. Jeremy says that it is a Vegas style black tie event for Corky's Dream. That's awesome.
Nice.
That's going to be
Cool.
fun. So let me see. Sasha's joining us. She says, hello, guys. Hey,
Sup, Sasha.
And then Jeremy says, looks good, bro, just in time for the show.
Nice.
So, yeah.
But yeah, Mitch, highly offensive when he was there, and they were sitting at the
Yeah.
table with us, which was
It's
so
fun.
much fun.
That was a lot of fun. New shirts, new
yeah.
hoodies.
Oh my god.
So, and everybody was really digging them. They were
Yeah.
funny. Good stuff. So they're going to be coming to more events. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah,
more
but
on the
I mean,
show.
the headliner. I was chit chatting with him. I didn't even realize it was the headliner because that's I totally do all my homework before I come to a live event.
I realized it was, but then my food came and I was like, sorry, man, I felt like a jerk.
So I'm sitting there chit chatting with him, and it was hilarious because we actually chit chatted back and forth on Facebook.
Yeah.
And my +1 for the evening was the lovely Candy Ray, who is the admin creator.
6 degrees.
6 degrees truth serum. So Keith, it was great. He was sitting there talking to Candy and I, and it was so funny because he says to me, he's like, "Hey, you know who she reminds me of?" I'm like, "No, man. Who?" He's like, "A younger Marie Mulder." And then he's Mulder.
Oh, okay.
Mulder.
Okay.
So he starts singing Midnight at the Oasis.
Yeah.
And I'm going, I love that song.
My dad for years has been trying to get me to learn that song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen pictures of her, but I'll have to check it out now.
Well, I couldn't remember the name of the person or the song that him and I were talking about. Because, we're exchanging war stories on the road.
Right.
Because he's an entertainer. I'm a musician. Very similar type of thing. So I was telling somebody about it. I can't remember who the hell I was telling. And Candy was like, who the hell was that person he was talking about? So I sent him a friend request on Facebook, and I'm like, dude, let me know when your next show is. Oh, and by the way, I've got that, CRS. Who is the person that you were talking about in the name of the song?
Yeah.
And he pops it off. So I sent it to Candy. Candy's checking out. She's like, I don't look like her. I'm like, you kind of do. Look at the younger version.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I don't see it. But I was still jamming at, Midnight at the Oasis. Great
tune.
song.
It was a good tune. Gets very high in some points.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But no, it was so cool being able to hang out with a fellow, touring entertainer, musician, whatever.
Yeah, and he was talking about the different clubs that he'd been around
yeah.
here. And then I can't remember what it was that he was talking about with the fighting and stuff. Like, he used to go and perform comedy at these events, too.
The Tough Man contest.
Yeah, Tough Man contest.
Yeah.
So
And he was talking about Bay City.
Yeah, that was the home of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where
And
it started.
it was like, man, you ever spent any time in Bay City? I'm like, dude, my band opened up for a lot of the Tough Man contests. And he's like, no shit.
It was funny. And it was his birthday.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, and it was like, I don't even remember how many years he had said that he had been a comedian, but he started on his birthday.
Oh, it was
when
cool.
he was.
He was talking about when he goes on the cruises and stuff.
Yeah.
Because he works on the cruise for,
that'd
food.
be
And
fun.
it's so much fun.
Yeah.
He's like, you can really tell when you're killing it.
Yeah.
He's like, when you deliver legitimately funny material
Yeah.
and the drunk people are laughing their asses off even harder.
That reminds me. So during the show, while he's up there on stage, there's these two really old, wasted dudes. And they're talking amongst themselves to each other and not making sense of anything that they're really saying. He says something about calling so-and-so, and he's up on stage. Keith starts going off, and he starts going like he's talking in between them two, and he's getting commentary for them with their conversation. He's like, yeah, call like Daniel and all this stuff. And he's like, okay, but I got to get up and go pee, because this guy literally just stands up and starts walking out, and the other guy's still talking to him, like really loud while he's on stage. So he just started doing commentary between them, and it was hilarious.
Then he
It
was
was
doing like
great.
the whole mafia thing. He's like, you
Yeah.
come sit at my table and you get up 17 times to use the bathroom. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
It was funny as hell.
It was funny.
That's
It was
great.
good. It was fun to see like him just roll with it. I like when they can do that up there. They're just like, yeah.
It was hilarious watching
was fun.
the banter back and forth. And he knew how to work the room, because there's a lot of comics that don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
But he just got up there and he's like, I'm just going to stand over here. And he went over to the one side of the stage where the light
By the
wasn't.
wall.
And he's just leaning up by the wall talking for a minute. He's like, shit, now I can see you guys. I ain't being blinded by the spotlight. It's like, it's kind of like Detroit. Black guys hiding in the shadow.
It was funny.
Right.
It was funny. Candy said he wants to come back. Yeah, I think he should. He was funny.
Oh, God.
He was
Yeah,
fun.
absolutely.
Cool guy. And I walked up. He's like, are you one of the comedians tonight? I'm like, nope. I want to try it someday. And he's like, let me tell you, don't be nervous about it. Pretty much all it is you tell a story. You deliver the punch, or you follow through, and then you deliver the punchline. And that's what he just kept on saying. He's like, "That's all it
Right.
is. That's all it is. You can do it." I'm like,
Well, and we were talking about the podcast and stuff, and how
Mhm.
he's like, man, when I come back up, he's like, I definitely want to come on the show.
that'd be fun. It would
And
be
I
great
was
to have
like,
him on the
yeah.
show. We've had we've had a couple comedians.
Mike Ball.
Mitch Gill was a repeat offender on our show, which I
Yep.
want to get him back on here again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mike Ball, he was awesome to interview.
Mike was so over the top positive, which
He
was
was.
incredible.
I was surprised, honestly. Like, I was nervous because when we had seen him, like,
Yeah.
he was heckling the people in the crowd, and I'm like, oh man, he's gonna come on here and tear me apart. I'm gonna be crying in the corner by the time he's done. But no, he's a really super positive guy, and
Yeah.
extended the invitation to go and do open mics with him and stuff. And I was like, oh,
Yeah, and he's
not ready.
just got incredible energy about
He
it.
does.
He wants to see people succeed and do what they do.
I was laughing because remember when he's like, when I get up in the morning to stay positive, I put on Jack Jams. So I was laughing about that because,
Yeah.
y'all ready for this? And it's all going on.
Right.
So then one morning when I got up, I'm like, I got so much stuff to do. And I was like, I'll put it on Jack Jams, whatever. So I put it on, and I'm in the kitchen, like, just, doing my stuff, getting stuff done. And Adam comes down. He was like, what the hell is this? I was like, Jack Jams. It was on his YouTube because it was on the TV, and he goes,
Yeah.
were you on my YouTube channel? I was like, oh yeah, it was. So
That's funny.
yeah, it was pretty funny. But yeah, he was really positive. He'd be fun to get back on here too. I think he still might be in Chicago and in between.
Actually, they just left Chicago because I shared his video earlier
Oh,
today.
okay.
So
Cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he's
pretty
from
cool.
Bay City native too.
What's his name?
Mike Ball.
Mike
Oh,
Ball.
yeah, I know
He's
who he is.
funny.
He does the the Future of Comedy show.
In
Yeah.
Bay City, yeah, they were doing it at the spinning wheel for a while. They were
Oh,
really
okay.
doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, he really gets on the people that are there for the show, and I was just like, I don't know about this, but he's a really cool guy. He was a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
Very laid back dude.
Very positive, and I especially liked, he was talking about how at one point in time, Mitch helped him to kind of stop drinking and stuff because he was really getting kind of into it with
yeah.
going to different shows. I can imagine people buy you drinks all the time, and
Sure.
so I don't know.
Absolutely.
It's probably rough, but yeah. So that'd be a lot of fun to get more people on, get Keith on here. That would be great.
Yeah,
He was
Keith was
hilarious.
awesome. It was so funny because we were talking about a lot of the old blues and jazz clubs and
Yeah.
juke joints in
Yeah.
Detroit, and how some of them just aren't there anymore because they either burned to the ground, they were condemned, or just tore down.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And man, such great memories. I remember, 17, 18 years old, wanting to learn how to play the blues
Right.
and going, well, I can't just, hitchhike to freaking like Louisiana or Alabama or Mississippi or something like that.
Right.
Like, where can I get submerged in this culture?
Maybe Motown.
Right. So that's what I did is like every other weekend, I'd jump in the car and grab my guitar and go down there where I was the only white dude for like 50 city blocks. Long hair, ripped jeans, leather jacket. I'm like, I want to play blues. Not realizing
If I
that
don't die today.
if I don't die today, right.
Right.
And it was great because I was talking with Keith about that. And I said, it's really cool. I don't know whether it was really smart or really stupid of me going down there. And they were like, what you know about blues, white boy? And Keith was like, yeah, but if you keep showing up, he's like, they will give you some serious street cred because you weren't afraid to go down there and get submerged in the culture.
Yeah.
And it was so cool because there was some of the newer guys that were coming around and doing stuff. And of course, being the only white guy down there, they would be wanting to start shit. And of course, my brothers from another mother were like, no, man, he's good. He's with us.
Right.
And I'm going, wow, that is awesome. Because, I mean, I ain't going to lie. I was down there and there was, some bullets that went over my head a few times.
You really throw down on a lot of that blues, though.
I mean, kind of.
Speaking of that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We did the Relay for Life. That was a lot of fun. Had our set shortened a little bit because of the rain.
Oh, the monsoon, you mean?
Oh, yeah. That came in. They were like getting ready to do. They had like a speaker up talking about her journey of the past year with, cancer and everything and how she's doing better and all the stuff that she went through. So she's delivering this, really heartfelt speech. And then we're looking at the clouds and then, oh, man, it's coming in,
See, I have to give a personal shout out to Nate here because, like a boss, he's there holding the tarp up with the rest of us. And he's on the one end, and Josh and myself, our drummer,
The shorter.
is on the other
Shorter
end, and
guys.
all you tall fuckers are in the middle holding up the tarp.
Yeah.
Nate looks
Andy.
like a drowned rat.
Yeah.
Pretty
He wasn't
much.
really covered. He just was holding on. And
Right. And you got Josh and me on the other end that,
Yeah.
that we can't hold the tarp because we're both short at one end, getting pummeled with all of this rain and wind,
trying to protect the equipment
trying to protect the gear.
and me. Not really. You were, yeah. At one point, his hat was off. He's just soaked. I'm standing in the middle, going, okay.
And I'm trying to hold the tarp with Josh, and Josh, like, his whole half of his body is completely soaked.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I'm just like, at that point, I'm looking, and there's everybody like lined up, and I'm just like, I can't even reach that, so I can't really help you. So I'm standing in the middle, and I'm just like, that sucks for you guys. Sorry.
I have to give a shout out to Nate because he was truly a trooper. And that's the
Was.
thing. I know I talk about all the time on this show. People don't know the shit show that we have to do
Behind the scenes.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, true.
Because it was what? Half hour, maybe 25 minutes?
Yeah.
That it came blown in, drenched us all,
Yeah.
and we got all of the equipment dried off, got the stage for the most part dried
The
off,
best we could, yeah.
and then went on and did a 25, 30-minute set.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was
It was
just funny
fun.
because I actually have a picture. I don't know if it's on this phone or my other one.
I know I took a couple pictures too of you guys holding holding it.
Well, no, there was a set list that we had,
Oh, 20 minutes out.
and I had set the my set list on the stage, so I
Yeah.
knew what song we were doing.
I was stuck to it. I peeled it off because Josh changed it all over the weird stuff. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm not going to leave this. Something about the Crazy Glue band or some shit. And then Coca-Cola Blues. And like our set list was all messed up.
Coca-Cola Blue.
Yeah.
Can you hand me my phone because I have a set list. Of
Oh,
this.
yeah, it's in there.
I took a picture of this.
Yeah.
It-
I peeled it off because it was,
It was great.
yeah.
So I got to show our viewing audience this. And it was so funny because I'm sitting there. We did like the first two songs because the first one was Sweet Home Chicago.
Yep.
And then the next one was Pride and Joy.
Yep.
So I'm looking at this set list after the third song, and I'm going, what are we doing? And I completely got lost in the set list because, like Heather said, it was
It's all messed up.
it was
You,
all
like,
labeled
changed
different
it.
things. And I was cracking up laughing because when I realized what it had actually said,
Yeah.
come on, don't be stupid.
And
Phone.
I'm all like, oh, hey, Nate, can you record on my Oh, shoot, I got my lyrics on there, so no. Never mind, you're not recording or going live.
Okay, so here, I'm going to hold it up to the camera if you guys can see it.
I think you can see, maybe. Nope.
Neg.
Okay, so it says Crazy Horse and the Glue Factories, one night only. And instead of the numbers, he's got the little like punctuation marks on there.
Mhm.
Right.
It says Rockin' in the Dollar World, Sweet Home Murder Town, Cloudy, Stormy, Pride and Joy, Coca-Cola Blues, Joe and Be Good, American Girl, Going Down, Time to Move On, American Labradors, and Teenage Wastebasket.
I didn't see that one.
God.
Yeah. That was funny.
So, you know, it's so funny because like you can see it. I'm going to share it on the page.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, there you go.
Hey, there's a good idea.
While you're doing that, my dad says Maria Muldaur. I love that song. Oh, there you go. Yep. There you go. Now you can see it. Oh yeah, Josh is funny. Go catch him sometimes, just like staring off while he's drumming, just like looking up. It's like, what are you doing, man? But
It's hilarious.
He's a damn good drummer.
He's totally on point. He can literally be falling asleep at the drums
He just doesn't have to pay attention.
and doesn't have. I mean, he's so stupidly good.
He is. It's crazy. He's in how many bands? Like 3 or something.
3 or something like that. Yeah. No, I think he's in 3 or 4.
It was funny because after we got done, this guy come up to the stage and he's like, "We're gonna get you guys at like, how do I follow you guys for where you're playing next at your next venue?" And it's like, we only play once a year, doesn't it show? Because at first he says, "You guys are new? Are you a new band?" And I'm like, "Oh man, we sounded like we Well, we got 2 practices in, like with everybody's schedule. We
Yeah.
just weren't
I
able
hear
to get
ya.
many. But yeah, he's like, I want to follow you guys. Where are you guys playing at? I'm just like, well, maybe here next year if they like us still.
Right. Well, and that's what
So-
was so funny is the general consensus is everybody's like, wow, you guys sound really good. And we're like, you
You like us?
you like us?
I always have a hard
Funny.
time hearing myself sometimes when the drums get a little bit. I'm like, oh man, I
Yeah.
hope that note didn't go stale.
Well,
Ugh.
Candy, thank you, Candy, did our whole set on
Yeah.
6 Degrees.
Yeah, she did. That was awesome.
And I went back and listened to it. And I'm like, okay, it didn't suck. But it wasn't, in my opinion.
yeah, it
So
wasn't all. I'm sitting there cringing listening to it, but we're all that kind of
Drowned Rats and play.
And here's a microphone that's gonna cut in and out
Oh, God.
because it's wireless. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah. So Heather tried to fuck on me, right? So she
I
does
did.
her 2 songs. Okay.
yeah.
And she's like, oh, yeah. So now we're going to do Stormy Monday. So I've got my guitar, and she goes to hand me a wireless microphone. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to play guitar and hold a wireless
Figure it out,
microphone?
damn it!
Right,
Figure it
yeah.
out. I
And
was
she's
just
like, oh, I'll move the mic stand over. I'm like, really?
I was like, oh, yep, my blonde hair is showing today, a little bit extra.
It's all right.
So, yeah, it was funny. She's like, well, I was going to hold it. I'm like, no, that's not happening.
I was not gonna really hold it.
Yeah,
It was a
Just
joke.
sing into it like air supply. And
That's
shit,
right.
share
She's
a mic.
No.
Totally going to fuck on me.
Pretty gay.
It was really gay. I wasn't doing that. Wasn't
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah, it's like
So-
Boston and shit. They used to share a mic.
Mm.
Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Oh,
they
yeah.
shared a mic.
Didn't Steven Tyler and Joe Perry do the same thing?
Yeah, so did Steve. No, that was David Bowie and
Freddie
Mick
Mercury.
Jagger.
Oh, Mick Jagger, that's what.
Dancing
we're
in the
friends.
streets.
Oh,
We're-
yeah.
The single-handed most gayest
Have you ever
video ever.
have
made
you
in
ever heard
history.
those without like the music in the background? They're funny.
No.
The voiceover ones they do?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So stupid, but
That
funny.
video was. Oof.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Dad's throwing some dad jokes up in the chat
Uh-oh.
here.
Uh-oh.
Need to get a hoodie so I can be looking goody in a hoodie. Oh, he's advertising for you guys.
Hoodie and a hoodie.
Dad, you're funny.
Dude bait.
Dude, bait.
Dude bait right on the cooler.
He'd be so mad at me if I got him a hoodie that said dude bait. He'd be like, he'd look at me and be like, I'm not lighting the loafers. That's what he'd tell me. That is
Lighting the
exactly what
loafers.
he would say.
That'll fix your wagon, son.
Yeah, no, he'd be
Great.
so pissed at me. He'd be like, take it back.
See, your dad, I have to give your dad a shout out because
Yeah.
he's an absolutely brilliant man.
Yeah.
He's a biker.
hmm
And
Was
what
a
did he do for
mechanic.
what was he a mechanic for?
He was a mechanic for Harley.
Dun dun.
He was a mechanic for Harley. Plus, he worked in the kitchen too. He was like,
See, that is
chef.
brilliant because I don't know any Harley owner that is not constantly wrenching on their bike.
well,
I
yeah.
don't know any Harley mechanic who can get his fingers clean enough to be a chef.
That is a good point, but he was a chef before that.
Oh.
So he would go like he worked at Race Rock down in Florida, like a really big, huge restaurant.
Yeah.
And he did like the inventory and everything in the orders. There you go. Orders there and had to keep, doing that, all that stuff. And
Yeah.
it was a really cool place. Like you'd walk in, there's like race cars and stuff on the ceiling and, monster trucks and stuff out front. And the food was really, really good too.
Yeah.
So he was doing that. And then he decided that he was going to go and get his license for being a mechanic.
Yeah.
So he's working all those hours and then he'd go and get, go to school for it. So
Nice.
then after that, he ended up moving up here and working at ABC Harley Davidson. And, so
Does he still wrench?
he doesn't still wrench anymore, unfortunately, due to health. But yeah. But he did for many years. It was a long time that he did. So, but
Dude,
a lot of his were like cosmetic stuff, like
Dude.
add-ons and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That's still job security being a
but I
Harley
think he,
mechanic.
oh yeah, I mean,
I know 5 people right now who's got broken Harleys. If he wants to make it. My
I'm
friends that
sure
fix
he'd
Harleys
like
get the
to.
shit annoyed out of them.
Oh,
people
yeah.
Who don't fix Harleys.
Yeah.
I had a buddy I kept bugging to fix my bike all the time. He's like, you know what? I'm not fixing your bike unless you stand right next to me and you're doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, you're going to learn how to do this. I'm not changing your gaskets every 6 months. You can learn how to do this.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Right.
expensive.
He
Yeah.
made me.
Yeah.
She showed me how to do it. I can get her
Nice.
down to the
That's cool.
primary.
Right.
I get the jugs off and redo all that.
I'm fucking clueless. I swear to God, I'm mechanically retarded.
You should have seen me doing those breaks today. It was like 840 BC dude finds automobile. Fucking
Discovers the
caveman.
wheel
Yeah, it's
already made.
like, chewing on the fucking tire, and poking it with a stick.
Grog fire.
Yeah.
I kind of turn into that when I'm doing stuff and like things will start falling. I just get so angry.
No, that's you in the kitchen.
Sulk. Well, yeah,
Oh
because
my
I don't pay
God.
attention. I throw my damn box away if I'm cooking something. Or then, like, here at your kitchen, your can openers are freaking stupid. I'm like, who buys can openers like this?
I'm in the living room, and all I'm hearing is shit crashing.
Shit
Heather's
talking.
shit talking everything, and in the middle of it, it goes completely silent, and she's like, "Ah, I did it again! I threw the fucking box away."
With the rest of the directions on it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like 3 times. And then I'm like, I just want this can of beans open.
I'm fucking pissing
What the
myself
hell?
laughing.
Yeah, I could hear him in there just laughing. And I was like, I'm not doing this for you. Not being funny for you.
Like, okay, you know when you
Right.
hear a conversation and there is no context whatsoever.
Mhm.
It sounded like she was beating the shit out of someone in the kitchen.
You
So
got
we're-
where's my money?
Got my lunch money. I'm holding him upside down.
Where's the
It's
money,
gotta be like
Lebowski?
2 foot.
And then shit crashing, and she's gonna
Yeah.
threw the stupid box away again.
If anybody wants some of that entertainment, come watch me make these 20 cheesecakes.
Oh my God, it was so fucking
How in the hell are
funny.
you gonna make 20 cheesecakes?
I got a plan. I'll tell you about it off here. No, I'm not buying them. No, I'm gonna make them. I'm gonna make them.
Good luck.
I got it. I got this. I got a plan down.
So yeah, we need to do a show called Cooking with Heather.
That's what you guys said before. Could do a crossover with Cooking with Mitch's kitchen. I
Yeah.
could cook in his
Have
kitchen.
him your first guest on. Yeah.
That'd be funny.
His shitty cupboards.
Shitty cupboards. Yeah, you guys.
It's
gotta
all
listen
fake.
to that. Oh man, I tell you, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I just don't know when I'd fit that in with everything else going on.
Oh come on, you're psychotic. It's
20
between.
cheesecakes. I'm still hung on
I'm
that.
psychotic. That's true. I've always got something. I could go
Ooh,
to my dad's
We
and
can
have him
pencil
help.
you in for February 31st.
February 31st.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you do
that's-
that?
7th Tuesday.
Sorry,
in
I'll be on
February.
vacation.
7th Tuesday of February.
I'll be on vacation that day. The only day that I know about, nobody else knows.
You're gonna need like 10 KitchenAids.
Pretty
I
much.
mean,
Maybe.
no.
I just might have to take off a
One
week.
cheesecake. I mean, when Denise makes a cheesecake, she puts a lot of fucking work into one cheesecake.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of work to it.
The key to a good cheesecake is real vanilla bean.
Yeah, you got $50 million for one. They're expensive.
No,
To
see,
buy them in a hood. Hey, man, you made them fucking
Got that
vanilla
black
bean.
market vanilla bean.
no. Ask Nate because I was telling him that VG's had half off on vanilla beans, so I bought that shit up.
Oh, so you got some that I could just
Oh yeah,
borrow.
yeah. It's gonna cost you though.
Borrow. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let me make you an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. I don't know. I got a plan though for it because I'm crazy. I don't know. I'm just crazy. That's all I got.
I'm cool. I'm hip. Tucker.
I don't know about that. But yeah, so that's what's up. That's what's going on. You have any Mr. O'Neill stories?
I was thinking. I do.
Right. Are you ready
Yes.
for it?
I do have one, yes.
Is everybody else ready for this in
You
chat?
guys got the fucking xylophone music down yet or what? Some Jack in the
Need
Box
it.
shit.
No, talk to Tony. He can fit that in.
I need some.
She was supposed to be like composing that. I guess,
I'm going on strike.
I need a
All
tiny
right.
little piano that
The
sounds
little,
horrible.
16 key one.
Yeah.
Barely fingers
I
barely
will
fit.
make you a song that you will be
Perfect.
so proud of. You'll want to put all of my art on your refrigerator.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
So I had a psychotic Christian mom growing up. I'm sure we went through over that before with the whole
no idea what you're talking about, man.
Christian Catholic behavior, stuff
yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
they thought I was a terrible kid and wanted to give a bunch of great influence in my life. So they used to send me with these fucking dudes called the Franciscan Friars. You ever see these guys?
No.
Yeah.
All right, they look like extras from like the Renaissance Fair.
Okay.
They're whether they have it or not. St. Francis of Assisi, who these guys mold their lives to be like.
Friar Tuck.
Friar Tuck.
Yeah.
Bald on top, got the
Oh.
ring around the side.
The horseshoe haircut.
So whether or not you have it or not, these assholes get their hair cut like that.
Oh,
To fucking look like that.
no.
And they wear these long brown robes, and they have these different colored ropes that go around them.
Yeah.
And however many knots or braids you have in it is like how high up you are in this little fucking kid fucker convention.
I was waiting for it. I was saving it.
It
for
was
you.
there.
'Cause I almost jumped on that.
Lead
saying
up
that.
to it. Why do you gotta use your rope, man? Anyway.
Thanks, nap time.
Fucking belt. Why do we have to get hogtied for nap? This place sucks.
Drink your milk and cookies, fucker.
So they used to send me to this place in Minnesota. It was just north of Wisconsin, and it was a 3-week affair. We would meet in the fucking Kmart parking lot in Bay City and bust our asses out, making a couple stops in a few cities along the way, getting more victims.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I got to go to this shithole fucking campground with these assholes, and basically all we do the whole entire time is fucking pray. You wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you go to church. You get done at church, you eat breakfast. After breakfast, you got Bible study. After your Bible study, you got more fucking Bible study. Then you go to fucking church again, and then you go to dinner, and then you go pray, and then you go back to the fucking chapel. And it is just a not fun place for a 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old kid.
Right.
It sucks. And when we're not doing that shit, we got to work. We got to clean the fucking campground up, who obviously nobody kept up on because we had to do all the fucking work. It was a shit show when we got there.
Right.
So year 2, I don't want to fucking be there. I didn't want to go. I didn't want nothing to do with it. My mom already paid for it. She was shipping me out. I had nothing to fucking say about it. So the whole time I was there, I was making it a point to get in trouble and get kicked out. Somehow they drive me home. I was just like, hey, you know what? Get in the fucking bus. Take me the fuck home. I'm done with your fucking church group. I don't want to be here no more.
Yeah, we're not in the fucking Partridge Family.
No. So they wouldn't. So I decided to not sleep at night. And instead of going to sleep when everybody else went to sleep, I'd fuck the place up.